Okay, so today I'm going to be running through a little bit of a tech video on our new digital control heads. The thing we really like about these heads is they can run in tandem with another head, and they also have a variable speed option as well you can add. So if you have a vehicle, you can run two heads. They actually talk to each other. So these two can talk to each other, or you can, if you don't want to run another head, you can just add a speed control valve for the blower motor, and then you can control the speeds, and these will talk to each other, or you can have a whole setup of them, or however you'd like to do it. So if you'd want a head in the front for a driver, a head in the back for passengers, it's a great setup to use. The first thing is when we're installing, you're going to want to have everything disconnected. I'm using a 110 12 volt system, so I can hardwire it straight into the wall. Otherwise, if you were putting the system in a vehicle, you would have it disconnected from the battery when you go to do your install. Now if I zoom in here and I'll flip the head over, we've got 4 different options. They're not interchangeable, so it's nice in the fact that it's kind of plug and play. It's pretty simple overall. We've got our 25-foot thermostat cable. It's white, 2-pronged. We'll go in the white 2-prong hole here. We've got our variable speed control right here. This is a 3-prong. It's for this guy right here. It will go in the top with the 3 prongs. Then your next one is if you wanted to run a second head, you'd have a 4-prong guy, which is going to make these two talk to each other. You've got a 4-prong down here in the bottom. And then our last setup here is we have our main power harness, which is, I believe, looks like 7 prongs, something like that. It's red, and it's the only place you can put that. So it's a very simple setup. It's a very nice, easy cutout on the dash. It's a very simple 4 hole screw set. So you just put your 4 screws in, and then you would then we have a faceplate that covers it. And we'll do that in just a second. I'll wire this back up and get it going. Okay, as you can see, I've now wired everything back up. I put my screws in. It's very stable in our dash simulator here. They don't really come apart. And then you have a nice faceplate cover that comes with it. You just put it over and you get it to clip on. And then that faceplate that's on there, that doesn't come off. Well, it comes off, but you take some pulling to get it off. And then now we're good to wire it up. So we'll go over here and we'll plug in our system. Alright, our system's plugged on. As you can see, the lights start to backlight. And then I'm going to push my AC heat and off right here. I'm going to turn the system on. As you can hear, the system's blowing right now. We've got it hooked up into pretty much just a blower inside of a unit. And we're reading right now. I put my temperature probe out the bottom, that it's 74 degrees. Right now we have a setting of, we have it set at 79, so let's set it down to 74. As you can hear, it's going to kick down some. Basically, the very nice thing about this unit is there's an auto feature. It's going to auto go to whatever setting this is hooked to. So I want to program this, so let's say I want to program this at 76. It's going to sense that it's only 74. It's going to auto switch to heat. It kicked up the blower fan, and it's going to run harder until it heats the room or the vehicle to 76 degrees that I have on here. So let's say it starts to heat up. I'm going to hold the temperature probe. It's going to go up. So it's a 76, 77. It kicked down. I got this temperature probe when I put my hand on it over to 78. Now it's going to auto over to an AC only. It's going to do AC, and it's going to, as you can tell, it kicked up. It's running harder. It's trying to get it back down to that 76 ambient temperature, which it did. It kicked down. You can hear the motor kick down. Then if you ever want, say you want to kick it over to, well, we turned it off. And then if you want to kick it over to AC or heat, depending on where you set it. Now it's in manual mode. I can now use this. I can adjust my fan speeds. Got 3 settings for this fan, so I'm blowing a 3, a 2, a 1. I can do it on this one as well. I can kick it up, kicking it 1, 2, and then see if I go over here, it's going to be 2, 3. So everything's talking to itself. Everything's on the same setting. Say we want to go back over to auto. It knows it's 74 in here. My preset was 75. It's auto heating. I put my hand on it. I warm the room up to 75, 76. It's going to cool down. If I hold my hand on it, make it warmer on the temperature gauge, made it 78, it's autoed over as well. If you're getting any kind of crazy results with this unit, say things are reading weird, it's not sensing temperature, I'm going to turn it off so it shuts up. Say things are reading weird, it's not reading temperature, things are flashing strange. What's happened is there is a sequence of how you need to plug these in the back if you have the power on. The best way to get rid of that problem, just depower the system, depower these, have everything plugged in, and then repower it up. That's probably your main problem. I hope you've enjoyed this tech video. Check us out at ProAirLLC.com. Give us a call or let us know how you like it. Thanks so much.